Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video we are taking a look at AMD stock. So let's do the price action on this thing. Can we continue higher? Can we go back up again to 175 and higher? Can we do that on AMD next week? Or are we going down next week? So let's take a look at all of that in this video. I'll share my opinions and the price action. Again, guys, nothing is financial advice. This is only for education purposes, all right? So let's take a look at that. Now, what we have is AMD, since the time it got above this $157.90, that was a start of the change of structure. We got this good green candle on this. And since then, I have said that, well, pretty much that was the structure changed back to the upside again. And then any pullback into this green candle is still a buy. And next day you can see, because structure is bullish, we got a pullback, but we got bought back up. So structure is bullish right now, still on AMD, not seeing any signs of downside right now. So yes, it's in an uptrend. Pullbacks are getting bought back up. Now what from here? Can it continue higher? Well, yes, there's high likelihood of happening that, but what are the things we have to watch? As for the continuous confidence to the upside, you want this thing to get above. It should happen, and it has to happen if you want to see this continuation to the upside, getting above this 20 days moving average, and also this resistance level of 162, because it is still being sold off into that area, right? So this is important for you to continue this confidence to the upside. Take partial profits out, but for continuation to the upside, you want to see 162 and above on AMD. That's important. But all in all, on the overall structure, we already have, this may look like, hey, Junior Trader, are you kidding me? This is still in a downtrend channel, right? So if I put it here, again, this is not going to be penny to penny perfect, but just to show you that you can argue easily, yes, Junior Trader, this is just, what are you saying? This is a downward channel and we will continue lower. Well, guys, this, sure, you can argue that this is a downward channel, but so this technically is a liquidity grab down here. Why so? Because we were going lower and I was in my short play, right? Which I was still able to, I was profitable and I took partial profits out here. And then when this green candle came with a wick down here, that was it for me. I just got out fully after that. And it dipped lower, but you can see, because bulls were present in that wick down there, right? And we had this red candle, but after that, and I said that after, during this candle, if it has to become bullish, it has to get above 156 and 91 cents the next day. I wasn't expecting this move, but it gave that, and technically we have to stay true to the technicals. So we went above 156 and 91 cents and we got bullish. $156 was the change of the structure to the upside, and this constitutes a liquidity grab because before that we also had a strong bullish strength. That means buyers were buying here, there were big players wanted to buy more, they pushed it lower, and then we got shot up, right? So and you can see then the next day as well, the demand candle is getting bought back up. At this point, if we want to see the structure again become weak or bearish on AMD, we have to go to the hourly interval to talk about that. So what are those areas that I would be watching if it has to become weak? So at this point, if AMD loses this 50 hours moving average, wherever that would be, I'm saying 50 hours moving average just for the sake of simplicity for the explanation here. But if you ask me the level, that would be the range. It has to not just lose one level, but an area of $159 to $160. If AMD, and I'm gonna mark it with the blue box here, if AMD loses this blue box area, it will again start to look weaker. If it stays above this, weaker until 156. I know you might be like, Junior Trader is still a fall, but you are saying until then it's still strong. If $159 loses, that won't be the end of the world on this, but yeah, if we lose 156 and 90 cents again, yeah, that will make it bearish. But before that also, I would say this is a good support between 159 and 160. As long as we continue to stay above it, this thing can continue to still remain bullish. Accordingly, you will take your position with stop loss on either side. But technically, yeah, this was the break of this area, was the play to take to the upside, and also the level of 158 and above. Break above that was the play, and then take partial profits out. And you can see we got even the next opportunity to buy into the pullback and then take intraday profits out, right? That was what I was saying, that right now the candle, the way it is, pullbacks on AMD will just be got bought back up, and we got that. Now, yes, for continuation to the upside, we need to, if we can get above $162 area on, let's say, Monday, this thing has a room to continue higher now. And this time, yes, we can hit again then 175. I don't think this supply zone will stop at this time, 166. If we can get above $162 area on Monday. All right. So that's that. Let's go to the 5 minutes interval on AMD, and I want to take you over to the weekly interval as well. Yeah, guys, no, pretty much the same thing as what I talked about on the on my hourly interval thesis as well. Nothing has changed on that. All right, so let's go to the weekly interval on AMD. Let's see how things are looking like over there. So on the weekly interval, we are below 20 weeks moving average, above 50 weeks moving average. This may still looks like a like head and shoulder pattern technically, right? This may look like that. But with that, what I want to emphasize here, guys, is that you do have this focus on this. This is the head. This area is the left shoulder. And this area is the right shoulder. But then after that, we didn't continue lower. One of the weeks, we are seeing this strength on the daily interval. So this can be argued, well, because the daily interval is holding strength, as on the weekly, let's say if we start getting above next week 166, we close above that, this right shoulder will start to get negated, and price action may continue higher. So it all depends if bulls have enough strength to get it out and above of these levels like 162 and 166. And until then, this thing is still bullish, guys, for a couple of days, in my opinion. Again, you can go and do whatever you want to do, but in my opinion, we are still looking strong on AMD. Let's see a short volume data on this thing as well before wrapping up. So AMD, as I have shown in some of my previous videos as well, was getting shorted heavily here, like 40%, and that's what created the supply zone over here, right? Right now, I'm not seeing high short volume. It's just 23 and 22. So when the structure, once we have 40%, we see a supply zone and we see a move following that, that means that area, that influence zone has acted already, right? Next time, usually when we change the structure back again to the upside, sorry, I turned it off. Yeah, but you got my point, right? I mean, yeah, and when the next time the structure regains itself, the previous times areas, once it has already been used as an influenced zone, next time the price usually takes that out. So let's see if this time it does that. But you have the areas to watch, the levels to watch, and that's all for this video, guys. So with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. So yes, structures right now is still bullish, and bulls can continue to take it higher. I gave you the levels and the areas to watch for the structure to keep holding. If we lose that, things may turn around. Likelihood of that right now is limited, but again, just my opinion. All right, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.